People say that SIH is not real. SIH is not like fair and all. There is an hidden evaluation parameters for gender equality in that also. What we should do when everyone's solution is same there and we have to compete with them. So we have found everything that they were meaning. So make sure that while building something or while uploading something, that things are keep confidential.
Many students have doubt that they're not able to find good team members with whom they can work.
There is no word like a perfect team. You cannot make a champion team with taking the best members of your classmates.
What was the energy in the finals of SIH?
Quite competitive and everyone was working 24 hours.
So I want you to give little more elaboration upon learning the skills for actually winning the hackathon. Did you read some actual research papers in this field? Prototype that you took there was not as expected or not as what they were thinking people to bring. And then you entirely cope up with the situation and build something new that is extremely tough. How you made your idea stand out and worked on the spot looking at other teams. So finally you have won SIH 2024. I want you to tell people how did it change your life and what opportunities did you get after winning SIH?
The main part you get is freelance, international clients.
My name is Parul Prashar and welcome back to the new video series that I am launching on my channel. And today I have with me Apoorv Gupta, who is the winner of SIH 2024. Hi everyone, my name is Parul Prashar and welcome to the first episode in the success stories of Smart India Hackathon. In today's episode, we have with us Apoorv Gupta, who is the winner of SIH 2024. He is a student at LPU and has cracked SIH in the hardware edition. His journey is a complete guide of how imperfection leads to winning that trophy of SIH in the end, and he tells completely how difficult it was to find his teammates, how difficult it was to win the internal rounds, and when they reached the national rounds, it was almost impossible for them to even dream of winning SIH, and eventually they remained confident. They kept on doing the work and finally they won SIH. So I want you all to take a pen and paper and note down your learnings from this episode so that you can apply those things in your hackathon process as well. And I hope you all can take a lead forward in your SIH journeys and you can learn something new. I want you all to write 3 learnings before you end up watching today's video, and also write a LinkedIn post sharing what you have learned. And without further delay, I hope you have good time and good learnings. Today I have with me Apoorv Gupta, who is the winner of SIH 2024, and today he is going to share his journey, how he got selected through the internal hackathon round and finally got that winning prize and that winning trophy in the finals of Smart India Hackathon 2025. Welcome Apoorv on my YouTube channel. How are you?
I am quite good, and the SIS season is on its peak, and the surrounding and the environment is really competitive this time.
Can you just introduce yourself, who you are, where you are studying, and what you're doing at present?
Uh, Hi, this is Apoorv Gupta, and I am currently pursuing bachelor's in technology, a bachelor's in computer science and engineering with a specialization in AI and data science from Lovely Professional University, and currently in my second year. And in my first year, in my first semester, I won SIS 24, then completed my Honda internship, and then got stuck with some of the stuffs after SIS that you can say the after benefits that you get because of SIS. And right now, just guiding students and thinking to lead my team this time also for the SIS 25.
All right, that is very great and inspiring, especially being in second year and you have already interned and won a hackathon in first year. And most students have a misconception that you cannot win hackathons when you are just joining college because you do not have the skill sets, you're not aware of what's happening around. So I want you to give a brief about your journey right from when you read the message somewhere on the internet about what SIH actually is, and the entire journey covering the finalist being on the stage and winning that prize.
To be honest, firstly, I didn't knew that what SIH is. And it was my first hackathon that I participated in and then clinched the trophy. But when I participated in, I knew the rule that there should be one teammate, there should be one female teammate, and there should be six members of team. So we just tried to convince our classmates, batchmates. So they said, no, we don't have that much time, and that's about fun, and we will do it somewhere else. So they didn't take it seriously anything. So I just I was just sitting in my mess eating dinner, I guess, and then I met a guy. So I talked to him regarding this. So he said, "Yeah, I will be interested. Let's join it." He was from, I guess, uh, he was from uh, electronics and all, and so I convinced him anyhow to like just join me. So he said yes. Then he managed somehow his classmates and batchmates. Then we needed two female candidates. That's the real. We needed one female candidate. That's the real struggle of me in SIH, the SIH people to find. So like we generally talk to our batchmates. They rejected, so we stopped some girls from the like campus only. So those were roaming around that we need two female participants. So she said, "Ki, yes, we will join." So that team forming was quite random and all, and we didn't knew that things going to be that much better and we will become that much close to each other. That we are now planning to form and like first launch our new startup. So then we like entered in a hackathon. Then just we were when we cleared like the internal hackathon, we didn't know what is was happening. We thought someone will be announced as winner and all. But once the 36 hour was over, they said, "Okay, go. You will get the results in your mail if you will get selected." And we were like, "What? What is this? Why will we get the result after that? What's happening?" So then after 2 3 weeks we get the mail that yeah we get selected in the internal. Then we research about it. Then we get to know that what SIH actually is. So that was my first hackathon and my internal experience.
Okay, this is really inspiring, and you are an inspiration telling people that the perfect team is not required to actually win a hackathon. That is really good. So, you said you are from LPU, right? So, LPU has so many teams. Was it easy to actually qualify the internal hackathon?
Not actually because LP was having I guess more than 500 teams that time, and we were struggling in the hardware parts. So what matters is that we were in the hardware part. So we have that like plus points. You can say that we can show something that is working. So we have that something working and some looking model that they can see ki, we have made something. So other than all other software teams, we get some plus point also. Then the internal round was not very easy. Like we were having our assessments also. So that was rule that there should be three members at least on the table. So we three were having CS, so we left and said girls to like wait for us and till the time we came, then you guys will go. So we left and I don't know what happened with them, what thinking or what someone said to them. Let's go for the dinner. They are saying to go for lunch or dinner, I guess. So they left it. They left the place and then suddenly the evaluator came and there was only one member on the spot. So they said, no, 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 we cannot take like that and we will not take your evaluation. So they left like that. Then we reached. Then that guy told us that this happened. Then we reached to the evaluators. They were taking someone else's evaluation. We requested them to like visit it once more. So they came. Then we discussed things very smoothly. Then it went very fine.
All right. This was really tough. You got there by luck also.
I guess what makes us like something separate from others was that misconception that happened on that time because we were not there. Otherwise, we would also be the one that gets lost in that 500 plus team.
Really, this is true. You could be identified as separate from other teams. So if you could share what was your problem statement and what kind of idea did you come up with, and also how did you think about this idea, like why this idea only?
Uh, when I, Whenever I think about any project, I try to like solve any real world issue or something life savior also. So we were researching about the problem statement. Then we found that term artisan wealth, and we were like, "What is this?" let's study about it. But we knew that somehow it contributes to landslides also. So just we researched because of this only. Ki, yeah, it will contribute to landslide also. So we will figure it out how to stop it or something. So we just researched about it and then like figuring out the our problem statement was 1570. That was related to artesian wells. Artesian wells are nothing but like bore wells. In bore wells we extract the water out of the ground with the help of pump. But in artesian wells, water comes out of the ground with the naturally and that to 24 hours with the high pressure. They're generally found in the high region like Uttarakhand and all. Because when the like water comes from the upper region, so because of maintaining the height difference and all, it comes out naturally. So there was no existing solution. People used to try it with traditional methods with pumps and all, but it used to get burst because of the high pressure. So they needed a cap that can stop that water or just control the flow. So we decided, and the sensor and all that they wanted to use industry-based sensors that was mentioned in the problem statement only. So we just used it and tried to make an powered cap, autoflow well cap that can just stop it. Not only can it stop it, but also can regulate the flow, and we can use it for further use also. And right now, also, if you will like figure it out, then search it on internet, you will see that they will continuously flow the water 24 hours. So make the cap that can stop the water flow.
Okay, this is very interesting of a problem statement because we generally think about software solutions and hardware. It is technique. We think it is tough. When you thought about this problem statement and this particular solution about making that cap, did you have that skills, or maybe your team members, did they have those specific skills required to make this project a successful one? And also, can you please elaborate on what kind of skills were required, or if something that you learned through the process, it would be good.
To be honest, I was the only one from CSC department there. All the other five was from electronics as the guy collected them. So they knew already some hardware work, but they also need someone. Uh, Luckily, I was the one from CSC because ministry wanted the separate dashboard also, and they didn't know anything about the dashboard and web development, anything. They just knew hardware. So they somehow know the basics of hardware. So they just contributed and somehow they manage it anyhow. Then I manage it. I manage my department like dashboard and everything with the help of AI. Like basic knowledge is enough in the world of AI. When you have to deliver the product, you just take the help of AI and just like enhance the things with the help of it. But you should have that basic knowledge, that core concept knowledge, so that you can understand and identify whether the answer that AI is giving is correct or not. So that is the basic requirement. That basic knowledge is all enough to learn and something, and you will learn more while building actually.
So when you started, did you have those skill sets that were actually required to make this project a successful one?
Not actually, as just I said, I was in my first semester only, and my first semester started in I guess July last, and this was the time of August mid, I guess. So I haven't attended many classes. So I was just having the normal basic knowledges or related to Python and all. That was taught in I guess 11th, 12th of my high secondary schools. So I just take that knowledge and just knew the syntax errors and all. Then I used the AI, and because of that, everything works smooth. It's not necessary to have that particular specific advanced knowledge so that you can build a solution.
If we talk about Apoorv at present, do you have those skill sets that you learned through the process? Like initially, you were taking help from AI, but can you say you have the information now?
Yeah, actually, I have that skill right now because we have repeated the same thing that many times that you will get learn to those things and you will get familiar with those things. That if that AI will now give the wrong answer, I know that this is the wrong answer because I have done it actually. When you will repeat the things again and again, again and again while building it, so you will get to know because software is something where you have to repeat the same types of algorithms again and again. So you generally get learned while building. That's why I say ki you just go with the AI with the basic knowledge and you will learn while building.
All right. So when you were learning about those things, what was your preference? You went on YouTube searching about the topics that you wanted to gain information, or did you do actual research or take online courses? How did you approach the learning process in this?
The we actually didn't have that much time so that I go and just search for the online courses. I searched on internet that what can be used for this. I suppose that I didn't know web development, so I just searched that for web dashboard for the better web dashboard for both mobile and laptop, which will be the best tech stack and all. Then I get to know that yeah, next year Tailwind CSS will be the best. So I just go through ChatGPT and work cursor cursor and then said to them ki like I need this and even I take the help for the prompt from the ChatGPT only and just give it to the cursor and make the MVP ready. So I use AI basically.
All right. Okay, so you were telling about your team. It was very random team formation. Many students have doubt that they're not able to find good team members with whom they can work collaboratively. Also, at times there might be some difference of opinion, might be some quarrels. So, did you face such things? And what is your take? How can someone manage these things?
First of all, I think there is no for like a perfect team. You cannot make a champion team with taking the best members of your classmates because everybody wants and credit. I need credit. I worked hard. You worked hard. We won because of us. So this thing was very clear from my side that yeah, you cannot make it from very starting because I was in the game and also I knew that you cannot make a champion team with the help of like best members. So I just collected them, and the problem of like you can say when we like discuss ideas and all, and if there is something contradicting, then on the spot, like suppose that if it's really before the finale, then we can like just take it and like listen it. But in the finale, I can just listen it, but I will take the decision because I am the team leader, and every team have to follow. Winning and losing is all on my shoulder, so I will take it. But if I am saying to do it, so just do it. So that was the real that tool that we implemented to our team, and everybody should implement that. Let the 1% take decision because everybody will take the decision, so things will get more worse. That he will think, even though if I am saying that do this, but if you will do the second thing, then the things will get disturbed. So it's better he let that 1% take the decision and let winning and losing stay on that person's shoulder. So I taken that shoulder and I become that shoulder to take winning and losing on my head. So I decided what to do for the final thing.
This is really kind of a quality that leader usually has, and I believe this is the best way we should definitely approach when it comes to team related events. So now I would like to give a little more detail about what happened after you were selected from the internal hackathon round. Like your presentations were sent to the ministry officials for getting selected. First thing, how do you believe that those people select the presentations? On what basis do they select next students? And then after they select, what happened? Was it some boot camps or some master classes? How the things actually go?
First of all, I will like to take one point that people say that SIH is not real. SIH is not like fair and all. So that's completely wrong. That SIH has its own rule and own strategies. You want SIH title, na? So you just work for that, na? Why are you like blaming them that it's not real? Just work for that title, work for the strategy. If you want to solve that particular problem, go. There are so many other competitions that invites open innovation. You can just submit it if you want the problem solution to be recognized. There's no mean of like saying that SIH is not fair because when we get the solution, like suppose if you choose a very common problem statement, like this time it is attendance system, and we are really amazed that why they have given this. But if they have given my maybe what they thought, so if we have chosen the attendance system, so there will be like 300 submissions allowed, and if that 300 submissions get filled before we have submitted, we don't have any other choice to just shift it to the other problem statement. So it's better to choose the problem frame in which the crowd will be less. Even so, if you get the chance to get selected in that, even get option to like apply for it, and 300 submission did not get filled. But still, if I am the evaluator, I am not getting paid. I have listened it from somewhere. The evaluator doesn't get paid for it to check the PPTs and all. They just set the random person and let him check from the ministry. So if I am the evaluator, I am not getting paid. I am just simply like check the first 50 PPTs. And if I am getting my expected solution that was necessary for that problem, I will just read that 50 solutions and just and select the top five and just skip it. I'm not going for the 50 100 because why will I when I am getting the expected solution that was needed in the first 50? So it's nothing like that. It's all about strategies, what you are following. And what matters most of them in is that what you are like showing them with through PPT, not with text only. In PPT, make sure that the PPT is visually appealing, like you have the graph. Suppose if my problem statement is related to water wastage, I will show how people are throwing wastage through figures and all images and real images. So that he get idea with the PPT images only, so that he doesn't need to go through like all the points that are written there. So make sure PPT is visually engaging. And also, what one thing that people miss is prototype link. If you have something that is live, make sure that the prototype link is also attached with it, because working prototype is much better than just an ideation that yeah, we will build this, but uh, pure like proof of it is better to show in the PPT.
All right. So you told that PPT should be visually appealing. You should have graphs and images. I have one concern that since we have just 6 slides and we have to in which we have to put a lot of information, how do you think we should manage putting the important information and then the graphs all together? Because at times we face issues of accommodating a lot of stuff.
Uh, in important information, I consider is just the solution. In solution, you generally don't have to represent them the text type why you are using fine tuning and all. You just have to show them ki what was the problem, what is the solution you are giving to them. So the important thing is just the solution. You are showing what the problem with the help of figure. Suppose that water wastage is there, so the people is showing that water is getting waste or people throwing garbage on it. And if the solution is there, you made an cap, just show the images of cap, how cap is getting like using for the stoppage of that water, and not letting that people think that people let throw the garbage on the that cap and all. So what matter is ki not mention so many technical points and all, like to like elaborating everything that why you have chosen tech tag and all that matters nothing, because evaluator doesn't have that much time. He will just see and learn. This should be as simple that if the beginner will read it, he should be able to understand what is your problem and what is your solution. So that's my way, and that's I have talked to some of the judges and evaluators also. Even I have just some of the hackathons also, so I also prefer this one.
I want to add over here when we participated in our internal hackathon round, they, besides listening the solution, were also concerned about how are we going to build that solution. And based upon this, they selected those teams who were ready with their tech stacks, who had the entire knowledge of how they're going to build that solution. What do you think should we do in such situations? Because they are expecting us to show the perfect tech stack and the roadmap through which we are going to follow to build the solution itself.
For making any solution, I think the roadmap is needed before starting only. You have to plan things accordingly. Even show the roadmap in your solution also. Suppose that make a section below the footer and all to show the roadmap what you are done right till now and what the other features we will going to live soon. If the many things is not ready, just make the 2 3 features live with the coming soon badge and all, so that they get idea that what all the other things you are planning and you are get to know. Because if you just show the 3 working features and not let all other added, so they will think yeah the solution is like that only and they will just do it till now. How will they get to know? It's better to attach them in the live product also in the footer or somewhere, so that they get idea that yeah you have something. So like before ideation is very necessary. So you have to be well prepared that what you are going to do in the future also.
All right. So you were also telling about choosing a problem statement which is tough, in which more people would not actually submit their solutions, because if the problem statement is already very competitive, in which 300 people are submitting their ideas, it would be tough. But when it comes to choosing a tough problem statement, it is tough to build that solution also, because we require so much knowledge. What do you think should we do in such cases?
Actually, I am not really saying to choose the tough problem statement. I am just saying to choose the problem statement which is not very common and the solution is already available in the market. Just choose the problem statement that generally your interest lies in, and especially for me, the interest should lie in problem solving, not with the problem actually. So if I am solving the problem, I will select any problem that is there in the world, because if they have listed, there might be one problem. That's why they have listed it. So I will just choose that problem statement, which will I think that it should be solved and I can make it. You should not just choose the like ISRO has given the problem statement and last time it has given people internship and all. So I will choose that ISRO problem statement. Whether so I will not be able to make it. It's better to like choose wisely better than like falling in going in the finale and falling back. So better choose the one that is genuine for you and your team can actually make it. Somehow like adaptation gets well, but if you go and just fall away, then that's not the good thing.
All right. So I wanted to ask that after you were selected by the government, just confirm that only 5 people are selected after the submissions of internal hackathon round.
After internal hackathon, top five teams around your problem statement from your problem statement get selected, and the top five teams will compete, including you. So you will not have to worry about what ISRO problem statement was making and something. You have to just compete with your own problem statement with those five teams, including you. So then point comes ki, what we should do when everyone's solution is same there and we have to compete with them. So you will have to identify on the spot because 1 rupee cheaper solution can make you winner, and 1 rupee cheaper solution can make you winner also, and 1 rupee cheaper solution can make him winner also. And also, what matter is the accuracy. If he is getting just a slightly 0.01% accuracy better than you, and he is much cost effective than you, then that he will be the winner. It's all about what you are seeing around you. It's not just you have to just focus on yourself. Yeah, we will do our best. You will have to analyze surroundings and environment and what other teams are doing, how they are preparing, and you will get the idea from judges also, like the way they like if somehow they've seen any feature in my solution, they will come to you and ask why not you have implemented this. So you will get the idea that the other team have already implemented this. That's why they are asking to us. So you will have to also analyze our surrounding, and then based on this, you have to make the solution.
All right, this is really the insights given by a person who has been in finance, because we would never know that solutions are almost the same and we have to work on the spot. So I want you to give bit more elaboration about how you managed, how you made your idea stand out and worked on the spot, looking at other teams and standing out better as compared to all other them.
I guess things get better for us because the conditions were not good for us. I am saying this because we didn't get the components actually. So we need to identify some dirty cheap solution. Suppose that we have needed some one-way wall we converted that one-way wall to like pressure valve so that we broke the pen that with spring pens that the college allotted to us. We broke that pens and just used that spring for the one-way valve to make it a pressure valve and just shown them. So evaluator was that impressed that they picked our solution and then they were showing see what they have made. They have make very cheap solutions. People are wasting thousands of money in the sensors and all, and they made the one-way valve into the solenoid valve. So things get better because we have chosen the dirty and cheap solution that is possible. It's not always that you will give the perfect idea. Suppose that if Gemini is giving the same answer, I will use a Gemini API key, which will cost me around $1,000, 1,000 rupees. But if I am getting the same response from any API key, which is giving me like 200 or 300 rupees, so I will better go for that 200 to 300 rupees API key. That will be much beneficial for me. So it all matters see how well you are identifying that what other people are using, and on the basis of that, you will just enhance your project.
All right. So before going to the finals, were there any master classes or roadmap sessions given to the selected teams by the ministry?
Yeah, like they organize some ministry organize, not specifically for everyone, but some ministries specific to their problem statement, they just expect from beforehand that what they expect in the solution after you came there. So they just guide people ki, like, we need this. Even if you have any doubt, you can just mail them. Mailers are always open. You can just mail them related to your ministry and ask them about what they are expecting if you have any problem. I wish we would have done it earlier because after reaching the finale, our solution was completely changed. We were making something else and they expected something else. So that things get little was, so we needed components and all. So that's why we came up with some better ideas and all for dirty and cheap solution.
All right. As you were talking about that Spring thing and other stuff that you require to actually build your solution, I guess you must have done a lot of research on the internet about existing solutions and what you can build. So, most people today do not focus much on research, they focus most on building a solution with the knowledge they have. But many mentors or many professors actually emphasize on doing research. What is your take on this? And if it is emphasizing research, how should students do more research about their problem statements?
Let me tell you how we do this. Like, we are participating in Google Gen AI Exchange Hackathon this time. So they have some problem statement, and we knew that ChatGPT will answer some 2 to 3 names for their project. And what we done, we just searched the name on the GitHub, and we found the repo public. Even some girls have pushed their environment file also. So we have found everything that they were making. So make sure that while building something or while uploading something, that things are keep confidential. So your idea doesn't get lost, or your opponent doesn't get very strong from you. So that's happened for SIH also. Like you will find their solution, or like in internals, or people, you will see people posting about their idea and all after getting selected in internals. You shouldn't. You should not, because all other teams will see, and if you get selected for the finale, it will getting tougher for you. So you should not. That's why you will never see us like discussing our solution. Any winner you will never see discussing our posting their solution on the internet. That yeah, we have made this and we have made it the finale. We just post after we have either win or lose. To make these strategies and research should be followed. Otherwise, you will get in problem.
This is really good because, in fact, I also remember that while we were participating in some competitions and students took help from ChatGPT, and their ideas were almost the same because they had referred to the same repositories and built the same kind of projects in their hackathons. And this is really smart also, that we can look at other people if they are making mistakes in their things. But this is a good point that people should note down and a takeaway from this podcast as well. All right, so when you were in the finals, I have a question. What was the environment over there? What was the mindset of other teams? Were they like really working hard? And what was the energy in the finals of SIH?
Some were stressed, someone joyful, and some were all like, "What's happening? We are don't know where we are," because the main thing was that you have the high pressure. You are representing your college and your problem statement, and you also. So people generally get panic. Like the team that was in our problem statement and sitting next to us was saying that we came here. That is the biggest thing for us, because we didn't expect and we don't have any support from our college. So if we came here, we are not here for the winning, and they generally didn't carry their like components and all from their side. They were expecting to the nodal center to allot them. So that was quite tougher for them, and they accepted it. Yeah, we don't have that much knowledge and all, but we these there, that is the biggest thing. So they were like little panicked and all, and other was like quite competitive, and everyone was working 24 hours without sleeping. We were seeing how they can like survive this much. We were sleepy, but after seeing them, they are not sleeping. How can we sleep? We were working continuously, and like there also you need to like adapt some strategies also. Like suppose that if they are giving three people to sleep for three hours, so you cannot just complete your sleep in 3 hours. So it's better to let first three people sleep for the 6 hours from your 3 hours also, and then other day another person sleep, so that things get smooth and everyone's feel fresh.
So you told us about the students that they were competitive and they were really joyful on the other hand. Do you have any idea about the mentors? Who were they and what was their profession? Can you please elaborate on this?
In our case, mentors were really friendly and gentle. Like they sat with us like our friends, and even they given to us their number also. Like if we need any time or like in night or somewhere, sometimes. So if we need them, so they can just call us, and uh, they want us to like be specific and like be very engaged to them, so that they can like figure out real solution that they can implement. They just don't wanted the solution or the project. They wanted a real prototype that is market ready, plus as well as the person that is market ready also to later join them. So, but I have seen some other evaluators of other problem statements. They were so strict. Like I have found them like they were scolding to them that you have only one female teammate. Did you taken them for like just because there is a mandatory rule to take one female participant? You could have taken them two or three. And then later I get to know that there is an hidden evaluation parameters for gender equality impact also. Like, so for that, I now make sure that, yeah, I have some, not, they only have one female candidate, but also have two to three, because they check whether you are giving the like proper, uh, proper response or like responsibility to other female candidates, or you like respect their decisions or not in their team. Because in SIH, they don't just want your product to be market ready, they also want you to be market ready. So they evaluate both to you and your project also. So it depends on the individuality of evaluators, ki how they are engaging with other teams and all.
All right, and I don't think people would have ever known this, that they basically judge upon the gender equality in the team as well. And most people, in fact, they take just one team member, because female team member, especially because they believe that boys can handle the technical part and other stuff. But it's good that you shared this today. So I want to know about the final presentation that you presented on the finals of SIH, and also what matters more, the presentation that you pitch, the presenting style, because some people are really good when it comes to presenting on stage, and what if a person has no good presentation speaker in their team? Does it really matter?
I think in finale, you generally don't have to pitch on the stage or something. They come to you and evaluate you on the spot. So you have to like pitch. Do not pitch. Just make it a real conversation. Like you are discussing something and you are like finding out the real solution, what we can implement and all. So make it like a real conversation, not let only one person speak. Let even though just let them use the filler words also, but let everyone contribute. So it doesn't feel like, yeah, it's going very formal and let only one person speaking. And in I guess finale, in our case, the evaluator was somehow very friendly, that he sat with us and he discussed everything with every member of our team, so that they can get the idea that everybody knows it or just 1 or 2% is working. So I don't think so ki really pitching style or something matter. It should be the general conversation. You should be able to make them understand what you are planning, and you should be able to understand what they are saying and what they are expecting. And sometimes what happens, you get contradictory with evaluators also. But I will suggest ki never be like contradictory to them. If they are saying that X should be 2, even if you know the X should be 3, but just agree on the spot that yeah, X should be 2. But sir, we are thinking that if we will put the X is equal to 3, I think the things will get more better. But still, if they are saying to like executing X is equal to 2, execute X is equal to 2. Don't just argue, just accept what they are saying, because things will become like more what if you like argue with them. I have seen some teams arguing with them. Even my team also get defensive in the first round. So I just guided them. Ki, no, this is very wrong that we did right now, and we will just figure it out, and let's fix it in the next round. So it is the thing that teams need to be take care of, and yeah, genuine conversations should be there, not the pitching style or something. In finale, PPT and everything doesn't matter.
All right, you touched on a very important point, because I also saw a number of teams who got into arguments with the mentors, saying that no, this is good and how can we implement the other solution, because they are generally there to guide them to add new features, and students get into defensive mode saying that no, how can we add that, and we cannot make those changes. But I also strongly believe that we should, besides arguing with them, we should actually accept what they are saying, because they are generally there to guide us and show us the right way. All right, so I also have a doubt that many people say that before they go to the finals, they have the prototype and the entire working model actually ready. So when you go into the finals, do you show the entire thing at the first place, or you reveal them round by round?
To be honest, you cannot just go with the whole working prototype ready and say, "Ah, sir, we have done everything." You just see it and just give us the trophy. They will compel you to make changes, not because they just want to check your product is market ready, but they want you to also be market ready so that they can see whether you can adapt on the spot or not. So they will suggest some changes. It's whether you can make the 100 out of 100 from the very starting, but whenever you will go there, they will ask you to make changes. And also the one thing that in our case was there that we somehow luckily we have like pitched everything that we are thinking, we are planning this. So is it the good? Then they said no, we are not expecting this. This is completely opposite. We were expecting that if the cap will not be there, then how much the water will fall, water will high away. But we were making that when we will put the cap, then what will be the water level below the ground. So that was completely get like different. So it's better to like just put all in front from the back so that they can get the idea that what the real solution you are thinking and what they expect and what the real should be. So it's better to like pitch it front of them ki what you are expecting all the way, not just put all the front get we have made it everything just give us the trophy.
I think you are the right person to be here on the podcast because, as you said, your initial prototype that you took there was not as expected or not as what they were thinking people to bring, and then you entirely cope up with the situation and build something new. That is extremely tough, and I want you to give little bit more insights on how you managed all of this stuff because I'm sure you would be extremely stressed at that moment that when you got to know that you don't have to present this, and many people lose hope in this situation. How did you and your team members manage this and still got that trophy and the winning prize of SIH?
For that, I will thanks to my team that they were carrying each other very well. Like when I was getting stuck, they said, "Okay, कोई ना जीतेंगे, जीतेंगे, जीत जाएंगे." And when they were said, I was said, "It's okay, जीत जाएंगे, कर लेंगे, हमेशा करेंगे, कर भी लेंगे, फिर कर लेंगे." So they were like very supportive towards each other. When anyone gets low, they used to like support and let's motivate and make them like encourage. So in my case, I was so lucky with my team that they were that friendly on the spot. And also, when the things doesn't get well, first thing the Noodle Center will have to help you. Like if you need anything or something, so there is a budget something that under that you can just ask anything to Noodle Center and they will have to provide it. First thing they ask, he either tell them from before, or if you will ask them from there only, they will manage it anyhow in that like 2 to 3 hours. That's the max time they take. But in my case, like they couldn't manage it or somehow some problem happened. So we just used the I told you like some dirty methods and some cheap solutions. So that somehow helped us. But if it, they could, they would have helped. The Noodle Center would have helped us. Then my things might not seem this better or this amazing that get happened because of the solution we were not having. It's all about how you are taking care of your team and how the surrounding in your team is that everybody there should be one person who is yeah very positive to take care of the team very well.
All right. So I want you to give little more elaboration upon learning the skills for actually winning the hackathon because many students who participate in SIH are not from tier 1 universities. They are from tier 3 universities or rural areas and they also wish to make an impact and win the finals. But their university is not there to help them. They do not have people who can guide them. How, what is your advice on how they can learn the skills that are necessary? As you said, there is not much time, so how you manage learning those skills? You cannot take an online course in that 1 or 2 month time period and become the master of that field. How should they do these things?
Other than two mentors that you take with you in SIS, you have one more mentor that's name is ChatGPT. So anything where you stuck, just use the ChatGPT as mentor and ask them if your college is not helping. In our case, college was really supportive. So we used to call them at 2 a.m. or something in the night, and they used to pick call. Say we used to tell them, "Ki, sir, they evaluators are demanding this and this." So they used to like give us idea, and they used to say that we will do something, or we will send someone who can just arrange the like components and all. So in our case, the like our college was very supportive. But if your college is not really supportive, you can just use the AI to like guide you or something. Like we needed some like components also, so we were not really sure like whether for like security purpose what to choose, because some people have chosen the RFID and card, but we need something very cheaper. We need something very cheaper, not because ministry has said, because we wanted. Because we wanted, we knew that if we will make something very cheaper, it will going to impress jury. So we like searched on internet what we can do and what we can do. Then we get the idea of something that with the foil paper we can connect one spring also and just attach it with the top of the cap. When the cap will open, the like connection will broke and it will alarm. So with this, we managed one more cheap solution. So like ChatGPT was there to help us, and all other AI tools are there. So you can just use them for reference, and you can just ask them the concept with which we can like implement a security implementation, and some logical thinking should also be there in the person.
Okay, so I have a doubt that did you read some actual research papers in this field? Because many people say that you should go and read research papers about what existing solutions are already there. Did you do that, and what is your take on this?
We have actually read the research paper, not from very before, but in the train when we were traveling for the grand finale, and in the grand finale also, to like just tell them the exact number, so the evaluators also get the idea that yeah, we have study about it, we have knowledge, and we literally researched about it from the many times. So I will suggest if people should read the related like documents and all, and let add it in your like pitching or something in conversation, so that they get the idea that you have read about it. Like we used to pitch it like, so like I have read in some one of the research paper that the highest recorded pressure was this. So we used to say like that.
All right. Okay, so you told that when you began the journey after the internal hackathon round, you did not have any skills, and then when you were in the finals, you had a good amount of skills, and that you carry with yourself even today. How did you learn those skills? You said that you did not take an online course. Yeah, I understand that ChatGPT might have helped you, but reaching a level where you can find mistakes in ChatGPT's code isn't just through understanding ChatGPT. How did you do that?
That's come from the preparation period when you prepare for the grand finale. Like somehow colleges will ask you to first show us here what you will do there. So they will create a like for our case, there was some testing and all before only. So our spoke and all came and just evaluated us as guiding as a like evaluator in the finale. So they were testing and something. So we like practice it so many times so that we get habitual about things how to make from scratch again and again. So that if the things get worse, so we are like adaptive and well adapt. So that yeah, we are very responsive to the time limit and all. So we learn through practicing only. That you will learn also.
All right. Today, everyone kind of says that they know AI ML, they know Rust, they know Flutter, and so many lot of languages, and a lot of stuff. But when we actually compare their knowledge level to someone who studies in IIT or someone who is actually working in that industry, we understand that that knowledge is not very good, and in fact, it is very shallow. What do you think is the actual way of learning a new skill from scratch and then going to the mastery level so that we can compete with IITians or maybe get ready for industry purpose as well?
What makes IITians different is their core knowledge and the like basic principles and some all the like fundamentals of their domain and all. And when it comes to like our colleges and like normal rural colleges, what we do is we just try to cover the trendy things that are like looks fancy from the upper side. Like we have read the AI is going to like take in job. Let's study about AI and will add in our CV. So we just go and study on the chat GPT that yeah, AI do this, AI do this. We can use for generative AI, we can just use Google Gemini. So generative AI is not limited to just Google Gemini. There is lot more things. There lot more tuning. There are lot more mechanical and machine learning things. So it's better. Like what why IITians become better because they have that basic and fundamental knowledge very clear from the very starting that what the every domain is covering. So if you want to be that good and that enough. You have to make sure that your fundamentals are very clear. Not just like solution is not about just coding. It's about how you are building it for the like ready to impact in the real world. In SIH, they want a ready to launch product, which is like well capable of in market. In our case, like we were thinking that rather than batteries, we will just place the solar panel. So they said ki in rural areas, people will take it from there. What you will do then? So you cannot just place the like uh, what to say. You cannot just place the fancy ideas on that. Ki, हाँ, we will use that solar panel and will make our solution more cost effective. No, it will even cost more because they will analyze and evaluate you on the conditions of real world only. So they said ki, it's better for me to like spend 10 rupees on the battery rather than on the whole solar panel every month. So that things need to be taken care.
All right. That is really good because we still lack in the basic and the fundamental concepts, and we just read information on the topmost layer and think that we have known the entire field. This is something we where we really lag behind. So finally you have won SIH 2024. I want you to tell people, how did it change your life and what opportunities did you get after winning SIH?
SIH, like my life is now become like SIH, SIH, SIH. People have saved my number with Apoorv SIH. So when I won SIH, around 2 to 3 months, we were in the same team and same everything. Like we were in sleeping, we are thinking, yeah, we are in SIH, and everyone talking about SIH, they have won SIH. So after that, if I talk about the opportunities, as I mentioned in very previously, that yeah, things get busy in the second semester after SIH. So that was about the freelancing. The main part you get is freelancing, international clients, because and not just normal clients that you generally get, but the international client that give huge amount of money because of the your name is on the government website. If I am the client, I want my product to be like very confidential and something that I don't want let other people to like if you choose someone freelancer who is on the app or anything, they will what they do generally they will if someone will come from the same demands, they will just pass it to the someone else also. So they want someone who keep their things, who keep their projects some confidential so that they can launch it as a startup or some any other things also. So what they believe is that if the person's name is on the government website, first thing on the government website, India will take less money. Second thing that if it's on the government website, government can trust you, then we can trust you. So with this principle and with this mentality, they generally reach to us and just demand to us lots of confidentiality issues and all. And there's like some of 2 to 3 clients literally showed me my name on a government website. So they said we reached you because of this. So we said okay, okay, and they gave so much good amount of money. And other than that, I guess now ministry provides also the internship. You can join that also. And other than those, like you can get the opportunity for the other MIC and AICT events and all. They send you the invitation through winners and all. There are some invitations that are limited to finalists only, not the winner. You will have to maintain the connections through everyone, so you get the idea that things are going on behind your back. Not only winners get all the opportunities, some finalists also get a special opportunity.
All right, this is basically something really new because people don't know about how SIH changes their life and how much of great opportunities do they get after winning SIH. And I'm really glad that you did talk about this thing. I have one doubt that did you do something so that those people could reach out to you, or was it all done by them? They just saw your name on the website and all
All done
right.
by them. I never reached any single clients in my whole life. All the clients I got because of my whole LinkedIn profile. It's not just you won the SIH and you will get everything. You have to be active on LinkedIn and all. Many people have won, but they have seen nowhere after winning. So you have to be active on LinkedIn and well social active so that they get the idea that yeah, you are the right one. After that, also they mentioned then we checked your LinkedIn profile and we saw you are the right one other than your teammate. So you have to be like socially active for that.
All right. So my final question to you is, what are the three biggest learnings that you have taken from a SIH, and three mistakes that you felt that you have done in this journey that could have been improved, or things could have been done in a better way? Those three things.
There would be someone who could guide me before. Like we were very stressed because government has ordered our colleges to like postpone our exam. And it was my first semester, and I was very worried. If my exams are getting postponed, what will happen if we will lose? Will they take our exam then too, or they will just focus on the winning teams, etc. So these were the things like some if there would be someone who could guide me that time, then things would have been more better and in more comfortable way. Like this time it's going because I am the experienced one and my team member is now getting some ideation and all so that they know what we have to do and how. And if I talk about my best learning, so one will be that never wait for the right time. Just go with the flow and you will learn everything. Second would be that you can never make a champion team with the taking the best teammates in your team. Third would be better go and like better go and experiment rather than wait and just sitting and seeing people winning because seats are limited. If you will take the trophy, then you will sit or the other person will take. It's better ki you go and just save your seat.
All right. Thank you so much, Apoorv, for being on this podcast and sharing so many great insights about SIH that would have never been known to us or maybe other students all across India, because they are just reading articles on the internet, seeing just YouTube videos in which people give overview about what SIH actually is. But this is something really different, telling about the opportunities you got after SIH, the problems you faced, and that the ministry officials have budgets to give you things on the spot. This is really deep knowledge, and I'm really impressed with the things that you have actually told us, and I'm sure that a number of people who would be actually watching this video would have learned so many things. So, if people want to connect with you and get their doubts clarified, how can they reach out to you?
They can reach to my LinkedIn. Like if you will search Apoorv Gupta, I guess I will be coming the right person on the top nowadays. And later you can just mail me through my mail and it will be on my LinkedIn only. So it will be better you just search my name on LinkedIn, you will get easily with the SIH 24 winner title. So you will get.
Alright, so I'll make sure I paste the link of his LinkedIn profile in my description as well. I wish you all good luck in your SIH journeys so that you all can make an impact in your college life and do something great. Be it your first year or the final year of your colleges, you have time to do something if you are really passionate. This is Apoorv Gupta on the first ever podcast of the winners of SIH, and thank you, Apoorv, for being on this channel. Thank you so much.